Hi, Coach Lisa here, owner of Squash Alchemy. Today, our video, we're going to talk about motivation and how to stay motivated. I had a junior athlete who contacted me last week. She lives out of town and we do things online, and she sort of came to me and said, I've lost a bit of motivation. How do I stay motivated? So I've got 5 key elements here that I think is really important on helping you stay motivated. Now, number 1, discipline. It's all about not cutting corners. How disciplined are you with following your plan? You know, there's no point in taking shortcuts. You've really just got to follow things and complete whatever you've got set out for yourself, and just really stick to that plan and making sure you're very disciplined in following it through. Number 2, consistency. Are you training and are you recovering adequately to be able to get back out there and train day after day? It's all about, are you doing the right things day in, day out? Are you taking the right nutrition? Are you doing the recovery correctly? It's all about pacing yourself so you're doing it day in, day out. There's no point in jamming all your training sessions in one day and then the next 3 days you're too sore to train. So making sure you're consistent in following that plan that's set out for you and doing everything right. Number 3, focus. It's really important to live in the moment and don't get too far ahead of yourself. There's no point in thinking, what if this happens, what if that happens. It's just about putting your shoes on, getting on there and doing your training day in and day out, and staying focused with the task at hand. And eliminate distractions. I think too many people spend too much time on their phones and on social media. I often see down at the club, juniors between, breaks when they're coming off court, they get their phone out and they're looking at their phone. I mean, there's no need. That's just distracting you. You really just want to be focused on what you're trying to achieve in that session and what you're there for. So get rid of the phone. If I'm at work, I don't have my phone on me. So if you're at school, I'm sure you're not allowed to have your phone on you. So same thing, get rid of the phone and just focus on what's happening at the time. Number 4, accountability. Now, so important once again to measure and review your results weekly, I would suggest. The more you can sort of measure what you're doing and the more you can just look back on, yep, I'm on the right track. It's also a good idea to review. So if you're not on the right track, if you need to adjust a few things in your training, sit down after each week. Make sure you're logging everything. So logging, whether your times, your diary, how long you're spending on court, how you're feeling each morning when you wake up. Are you waking up refreshed and keen to go? Are you sore? So monitor how you're feeling and just measure and review. So very, very important. And number 5 is direction. Work with your coach. If you don't have a coach, I'm happy to help you with this. Give me a message. And it's important to work with someone to put a plan in place. Sit down, work out what your goals are, what you're wanting to achieve, and put in a weekly, daily training log. So you know exactly what you're doing each day, and you're not waking up and going, I don't know what to do, or even worse, turning up to the squash club and not having a plan in place. So very important to make sure you've got a plan in place, and you can put a plan in place on your own, but sometimes you might be not putting things in that are hard enough for you, or too easy, or too hard. So it's important to sit with someone and making sure that everything is set right for what you're trying to achieve. So very important 5 elements to keeping you staying motivated. So if you have any questions, please send them through to me. Make sure you subscribe and follow, and good luck with your training, and I'll see you next week. Bye.